Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host, Isaac, along with my co host, Ray Sean, aka RJD, and welcome to God Talk Uncensored. Well, today's topics, Tate out, Donald
Say it
Trump
out.
getting indicted, Donald Trump getting indicted, and the school shooting that happened in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll be talking about all three topics in today's episode. But first, Ray Sean, RJD, what's going on, brother?
What to do, man? Don DeMarco for me. God damn it. I just want everybody to know. We're gonna hit the Don DeMarco button for me. I got another phone, so that's great. To the person who took my last one, we don't like you.
Nope.
But it's all good. Don DeMarco for me. Don DeMarco for Isaac. He's still making babies, so we're gonna hit the button for him.
God.
This brother right here.
Oh
I know,
my
too
God.
early. But we're gonna hit
Bruh.
How dare you?
Isaac seems to have just a pinch of black people syndrome in his blood because he can't be on time for some reason. So yes, we are going to publicly call him out and ridicule him and clip this up so that he can be ridiculed for being on time, just like he ridicules me for messing up my sound, and he laughed at me for being unalived on Resident Evil. Don't think I forgot about that. So we are going to ridicule him for being late.
Nope.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know I had to give my get back, brother.
Yeah, that's not really a get back though. Anyway,
I mean, you was late, so technically it is a get back. Oh my God, we got people in the chat already, but no.
already?
We would talk about you being late first. So thank you to everybody who came in.
What
on time.
up, Genesis? How you doing?
Jazzy.
Jazzy?
On time. Yeah, we have.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, first of all,
Thank you.
no.
Thank you.
No, because I am not late.
Yeah, but you're not Spanish. She says Spanish people are always late.
Oh, this is very true. Well, does my stepfather count? No, he doesn't count.
No, I guess not.
It's all right. But as always, it's all love. We crack jokes.
Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way
Hit the
in.
like button on your way in. Hit the like button on your way in. Next week, I promise we will be on time. Start time is 11 to 11:30. 11. Wait, where's the camera? Wait, close up on me. 11 to 11:30. That's for Isaac. Oh no! What he was trying to, I thought he was going to downgrade me. There he goes.
Get the fuck out of here. Bruh.
You know, Isaac,
How dare you?
disrespectful. Oh man, listen. Oh well, we got people in here. Listen, I know I asked everybody with kids if you want to come up, if you want to talk about this unfortunate shooting that happened at this Christian school. If you want to come up, please let me know in the chat so we can make that happen. I know we're a little late, but if we got people that want to come up now, being that this conversation might go a little bit longer, we'll do it now. But I didn't think people were going to show up on time because we're all on color people time eventually. But if you want to come up, let me know now so that we can get you up here and we can have this convo if you want to talk about this. Because if not, we're going to save it for the end. So we're going to hit the button and we need y'all to let us know. You know, color people time just doesn't. Wait, what? Oh, refer to black people. Yeah, I know it doesn't. So we got 50 seconds. I know we're on a 15-second lag, but let me know if you want to come up. If you want to come up, we will make it happen. We got 50 seconds.
I won't be able to video up. I gotta go to my great niece's birthday.
Leave it to the end. Okay. We're going to leave it to the end. We got, 30 seconds? We got 30 seconds.
All right. So we leave it to the end. So first topic of today.
We got 20 seconds, goddammit. You will wait till my soundbite ends. You can wait 20 seconds. I wait to hear that shit. My phone is going off uncontrollably. I'll check it later. All right, we got 5 seconds. You want me to be honest? I just wanted to hear that 1 minute soundbite all the way through. Like,
God.
go ahead, brother man.
Oh my God. His adoring fans.
Oh, for me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, all I want to say is, um, Don DeMarco for me, man. I told y'all already.
All right,
uh,
so first topic of today's episode, Andrew Tate is out. All right, so
free the top G.
first topic of today's.
Go ahead. I had to mute that. You muted yourself?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you muted yourself. I was about to hit the button, but I'm not gonna hit it. Free the top G. The top G is out. I have the thing right in front of me, so we can easily just I can talk about it. So, Mr. Andrew Tate, if you do not know who he is, he caught fire recently. He's been on YouTube for a while now. His story is all over YouTube. Go Google it. He had a lot of fame and prominence that he came to, the most Googled man on the planet this past year, 2022. And he got himself into some hot water due to his controversial takes and views on things such as men, relationship, women, and so forth. And he got himself into some hot water. So starting about April, going on to about now. So Andrew Tate was released from a Romanian jail on Friday, where he was being placed under suspicion of grape, people trafficking, and forming an organized crime group. The Budapest Court of Appeal ruled in Tate's favor after he challenged a judge's ruling to extend his detention for 30 days, according to Romana Bola, a spokesperson for Romania's anti-organized crime agency. Tate was detained in late December in Budapest, Romania's capital, along with Tristan, his brother, and two other women. All four people won an appeal on Friday. I think this last part, and then we'll talk. The four people will be under house arrest until April 29th. Tate, a former kickboxing world champion, a social media influencer, and three others haven't formally been charged with a crime. So, what's he saying here? This is just saying he's thanking the people. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Tate's out. What do you think about that, Isaac?
What happened?
I said, oh, can you hear me?
No, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I see you got the phone to your ear. I said,
Oh yeah,
Tate's
because I
out.
was just trying to make sure that I came out
Oh,
fine.
okay. Tate's out. What do you think about that? The top G is out. I know you don't like a lot of his viewpoints, but Tate is out. So, what are you thinking?
Um, Andrew Tate, he's out. He's out. He's out. I don't know where they're gonna go from here now. Um, if I mean, did they say why he's out?
Yeah, so basically what happened, to make a long story short, they in April, because he was getting so hot and so popular and so famous, he has controversial takes and views. Now, if you ask Tate fans or people who like Tate, they will say, "Oh, the Matrix is coming for him," and all of this other stuff. If you ask people who really don't agree with him, but you have people who are like in the middle and really don't have a dog in the fight, they'll say, he talked a lot of shit about governments, about people, about this and that and the third. He had people, he had some women come to his house at a party, and then basically the women who said that they were raped and held against their will, but that got debunked real quick. It turns out that
Mm,
there were two women. They were not held against their will. Tristan, his brother Tristan, threw a party. These women came from Europe and they came to the party. One had a boyfriend, and she, quote unquote, allegedly hooked up with Tristan, and then she had a friend with her. They enjoyed the party. They had fun. There are videos showing them having fun. There are videos showing them coming and going from the party freely, not held against their will. And it turns out that they basically lied, and they lied on them. And that started a whole investigation. And then they looked into his past where he had a cam girl business and he had cam girls on them, and then they started talking about other things. Was he evading taxes? And then they had videos of him basically telling on himself. So you hit the button for that.
You stupid.
Among other things, not that he did anything wrong, but that he was telling on himself about how he did his business, and he may not always have had the best practices. He may not have always paid the girls well. Blah 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 blah. Nothing illegal.
Right.
But and then with the people trafficking charge, it turns out that all of their investigations, nothing was right. All of it was false, trumped up garbage. All of it. So that's what it's looking like. But in Romania, they can still hold you if they want to hold you. They can hold you for 30 and then extend it to 60 if they want. And I think they can extend it again. I'm not familiar on Romanian law, but that's just what I heard, that they can extend it and basically hold you there for no reason if they want to. It's up to the government. So that is basically the gist of it. And now he finally won an appeal to say, hey, listen, you guys charged me with this. You found no evidence that I did anything wrong. Let me out. That's what the lawyer said, and they let him out. But he has to serve on house arrest until the end of the month. That's basically where they're at.
Oh wow.
So what do you think about the, well, I know you're not a fan of Tate. So I ask you first, what do you think about these charges that were charged? Because I know when the charges came out, I know you were saying, well, we both said, listen, if it's true, then he should go to jail, correct? Like
Yeah.
that's where he should go. But now that we're finding out that they didn't find jack shit and they basically held him for no reason, even though you're not a fan of the man, what do you think? What are you thinking about this whole situation?
Um. Uh. I mean. I mean, they already said that there was no evidence against him. So I mean, good for the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to like whether you like him or you don't like him, whether you agree or disagree with everything that he said. Uh, this is good for him. Hope hopefully that everything else works in his favor. As for the girl, we said this before. Women who falsify statements need to be need to pay for the consequences.
I agree. It turns out she just didn't want to get caught by her boyfriend, and her boyfriend ended up. She told her boyfriend that she was being held against her will because she didn't want to get caught cheating. So they like called in some embassy and all of that, and they ran up in the house, and it turns out after you see all the video surveillance that that was all cap, like
Right.
all of it.
Stop the cap.
As for the other stuff, they looked into the other stuff too, and it turns out that they didn't find anything. So I'm not gonna sit here. You know, he brought a lot of this. I can't say a lot of this. Let me say it like this. A lot of this stuff, with the videos that came out, and it's like they tried different ways to try and pin stuff on him, but it's like if the man didn't do anything, if you don't like his views, fine, but just because you don't like his views doesn't mean that he deserves to go to jail because he views the world differently than you. Like
Right.
people who do crimes deserve to go to jail. Just because
Mm-hmm.
somebody says, "Oh, men are this or women are this or women need to do this and guys need to do this," just because and he has a huge following with a huge amount of people that are following him and listening to him, and he influences a huge amount of people, especially young men, like young adults, 18 to 25 or whatever. Doesn't mean you should try to pin something on the man and make him go to jail. Like it is what it is. If he's not doing anything wrong, leave him alone. Like you know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing on it. Uh, like I said, a lot of what Tate says, I agree with. Some of what he says, I don't agree with. At the end of the day, I'm all for improving thyself, men, women, children, don't matter. Go improve yourself and go get the life that you want to live. Who cares? Who cares about anything else? If you want to go do something in your life, improve yourself and make it happen, man or woman. So not everybody's gonna like everything, but they don't have to. But people shouldn't be in jail against their will when they haven't done anything wrong. To me, that's stupid. Real talk. That's messed up.
Bruh.
Stupid.
And the fact that they can do that, they could just, like Isaac, somebody could just say, Isaac touched me. And then next thing you know, you can go to jail. And then you have video surveillance that you were like 10 feet away from the girl the whole night and they could still just hold you there for 60 days. It's crazy to me. Like, that's
Yep.
bananas. It's like you didn't even do anything wrong. You clearly see the evidence that this girl is capping, but you still just holding me here? Like, come on, man.
Stop the cap.
Last thing before we move on, do you think that this will elevate him when he comes back out and starts making more content? Because me personally, I'll go first. I think when the dust settles, he goes to his family, he relaxes. He's been in jail for 2 damn months, so when he relaxes, I think he's gonna break the internet when he comes out with another. When he comes out with something else, he's gonna break the internet. Kim, we see you. Uh, that's what I think.
What
Do you
up,
think it's
Kim?
good? Do you think it's going to be the same thing? Don DeMarco for Kim. Kim,
Yes.
let me know if
Yeah.
you went in on this conversation later, Kim, as with the Nashville school shooting. We will be talking about it. If you want to talk about it, um, cam up and talk about it as a parent, let me know. Go ahead, Isaac. Sorry.
Um. Yeah. No, this would definitely elevate him. Uh.
Ooh, that coffee's hot.
I mean, like I said, you don't gotta like the brother, but it is what it is, and these type of things, they really elevate somebody's career further.
Especially if they know how to use it right.
Yep.
Oh man. Well, glad Tate's out. Wish him nothing but the best. Him and his family. Innocent people should be innocent, and they should be viewed as innocent, regardless of their views or whatever. If you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't be in jail. Stupid. But speaking of jail, this is Isaac's favorite topic right here. Let's talk about the Donald. Former President Trump indicted. Will he go to jail or no? I personally don't think so, but let's talk about this. A New York grand jury has voted to indict former President Donald Trump. It's the first time in American history a former president has been charged with a crime. Holy hell.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's crazy. The charges have not been made public, but a grand jury has been investigating hush money payments made to two women who claimed to have had sex with Trump before his term in the White House. His attorneys uh, confirmed the indictment and vowed to fight it. And Trump shared a statement criticizing what he called political prosecution and election interference at the highest level in history. Jesus Christ. So, here's looking USA said coverage. What you need to. Okay, cool. So, what do you think about this, man? The
All right.
Donald.
Kim is gonna be right after this. Right after
Yeah,
this
right after
topic,
this we're gonna do it. So,
we're gonna do it.
yeah. So I'll send you the link. Matter of fact, I'll send it to her now. That way. Oh, go ahead, Isaac. What do you think about this while I get this link ready?
Would I like to see him in jail?
Here we go.
Yeah, I would like to see him. I would like to see him in jail. But
Why?
it's like you said, it's not gonna happen. But he should be held accountable for, uh, paying hush money. Um, but I heard like Stormy Daniels was kind of like
Yeah,
getting at
that's
him,
the name.
getting
Allegedly.
getting at him.
Yeah, you know.
Bro, it's Stormy Daniels. We all know it. They fucking reported that shit on every news channel, on every fucking article. It's Stormy Daniels, bro. Allegedly, my ass. It's her, bro. Like, we all know it's her. Her name has been everywhere, plastered everywhere. We all know it's her.
The views of Isaac Matos are not expressed by God Talk. Oh, man.
um, But yeah, man. I mean, he should be held accountable for his actions, as you know. I feel like as everybody should. Like what I said previously before about women who's falsifying grape and all of this stuff and sexual assaults, that they should be held accountable. Some men, most men, should be held accountable for that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like how you do things behind closed door, and then you try to pay her off to keep quiet. Like, bro, come on, man. But I heard she kind of got at him at the stand saying he got a little dick and shit. I was cracking up when I heard that. I was like, oh shit.
I, Jesus Christ.
All right, Kim.
This I don't like this. I just sent it, Kim. So just click the link when you're ready. We'll keep you in the back until we move on. I don't like this. The reason why I don't like this is because it kind of sets a precedent. Like you could just go after presidents. Like if you could go after presidents, then nobody's safe. And to be honest, you think he's the only one to have done this? If it's true, like they
No,
all
we know he's
have
not
done
the only
this.
one,
So
aka Vince McMahon. Um,
so I mean,
we all know that he's not the only one that pays hush money to keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
so why are we trying to? It's like I don't understand why people hate this man so much. Like under before he went to run for president, it's like nobody cared. Like not that nobody cared about Donald Trump, but there wasn't this much hate for the man. The man went out to president, and it's like the media tried to rip him apart. They bringing up all of this other stuff, but it's like you've had rapper. He's been in rap videos and all this other stuff, and it's like now all of a sudden he becomes the president. And listen, Trump is listen. He came up in New York, Wall Street, real estate. He ain't no slouch. He ain't no pushover. And regardless of anything, a lot of the things that he said that the U.S. needed to do, he was right. So you could not like the man, but the policies that he put in place, a lot of the policies regards to immigration, creating our own stuff, trying to get this economy right, a lot of things that he did, it was like he actually was right about a lot of stuff. So I'm not. I'd rather have him in the sitting in the presidency than Biden. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody's sitting up here and say, "Oh, Trump's the man. He's perfect." No, he ain't perfect. He's got flaws. He done did some questionable things. But as a president, I think he is better suited for the country than Biden is. I think when people see Trump in the presidency, other countries they look at America a little different. Because make no mistake, when you go overseas, white, black, Spanish, it don't matter. You're American. They don't look at it as, oh, you're black or you're Hispanic or you're this. No, they look at it as you're American. That's what they look at it as. That color crap that we got going on in America, they don't care about none of that overseas. It's are you American or not? So when you think about it like that, to try and arrest this man and send him to jail over this when it's like everybody's got crazy skeletons in their closet. He had some sex and paid a girl off allegedly. Vince McMahon ain't in jail, and he paid millions out. So why are they going so crazy for Trump? It seems like there's something deeper at play here, like why they hate this man so much. But I don't know. Do I want to see the man in jail? No, I do not. Like, come on. Biden definitely let people down, but I'm not sure I will vote for Trump to be over. I mean, listen,
thank you,
we
because I
it's
feel the
all
same way.
I ain't going down that route, but at the end of the day, because we religion and politics, stay away from that. But at the end of the day, do I want to see him in jail for this? No. If it's true, no. Will he go to jail? No. So this seems like more like a public opinion thing. Like we're gonna tarnish his image rather than something that's actually gonna stick and he's gonna go to jail. That's what it seems like.
I don't think it's really about him going to jail. It's just
for some cutty. Come on, man.
I don't think he's gonna go to jail for that shit. I don't
Hell
know.
no. Hell no.
I don't know.
That's not happening. Ain't no way. There ain't no way, Playboy. You probably had to send 90% of the people in those positions of power to jail. Come on, man. Stop it. There's a whole nother world going on that me or you are not privy to. Trust me. So this happens all the time. But yeah, I don't wish jail on them. What do you think about this being a precedent? Like you could just go after presidents.
I
Think
mean,
about that.
bro, shit's been happening. Shit's been happening before we were even born. You know what I'm saying? Like people's always going after presidents.
Not for jail. It's the first time in history, bro.
Not for jail, but
They've gone
you
after
know,
them for impeachment and shit like that, but not for trying to get them locked up.
well, I don't know because I don't really know much of like history. But we can't really say like none of them ever none of them ever was like they went after him went after presidents for jail. We can never really say that.
I mean,
Unless you do deep further research and you know that for sure, then yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I know you said it, dumbass. What I was trying to say is like we can't really sit here and say like it's never happened in history when we weren't even there to say that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear you, but it literally says first time a former president is charged criminally.
Former
This has never
president,
happened before.
former president. That's what
Yeah,
they're saying. Former president. Him being a former
the
president.
president criminally while he's in office, that'll never happen. They're too powerful. You're not gonna go charge a president or anything crazy. Oh, but I don't know. Listen, we're gonna monitor the situation because but like I said, I think it's more of his image. I think they just want to tarnish his image, I think. Because he still wants to run again.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. But I don't know. I mean, there's still people that are gonna be behind him, but I don't know how much this is gonna be, how good this is gonna be for his campaign and stuff.
Real quick before we move on, do you think he's gonna be able to run again after this? Yes or no?
I honestly I don't know. Yeah, because it's always something different nowadays, and so I don't know if he runs again. Good luck, I guess. If he doesn't, then we got our answer.
Isaac is
Like,
like, nah, fam. Isaac is like,
I
nah,
don't want
fam.
him to run again. I can't stand his
I don't want
ass
him to run. I don't care.
because I feel like him being in the White House has done more damage than any good. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a guy who literally said that these kids back in the 80s that were accused for sexually assaulting a woman in Central Park, that they should be given the death penalty with no uh evidence as to like being pushed to say that one another was the ones that did it. um and I'm glad to see that things came out right for them in the later on. But you know what I'm saying, like, the guy's not good, bro. He is not good. um in his heart there's no good in him, and I see that. Like, y'all could sit here and bullshit all you want. Oh yeah, he's done this, he's done that. Show me the evidence. um Show me proof that he's actually done this, because I've never seen it. People could spin it and say, oh yeah, he's done this for like so many people, but no one would actually sit there and show you the evidence that needs to be given to show me that he did that. um Look how he treat people in Puerto Rico when the hurricane happened. He was just there because he had to show face. It doesn't look like he really needed to be there to help the people of Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, bro. I don't see No, what the hell? Anyway, I don't see any good in this man at all.
Yo, what the hell happened?
I don't know, bro. All I saw was that you disappeared, and I was like,
I saw you disappear too. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
but I'm still recording. Like
Yeah,
your shit just went, bro. Your whole screen just went.
that was weird. Yeah, we gonna go ahead and change the subject now.
Hmm. But but yeah, I see no good in his heart from this man at all.
Listen, man, that was some. They're listening, bro.
Good. Let them listen.
Listen,
If you're really listening, fuck you, government. Fuck you. Fuck if you. I hope you. No, I'm not gonna say the rest because I'm not
um,
trying to.
the
Not trying to be that Isaac.
the views expressed by Isaac Matos are solely his and his alone. This does not affect
Yeah, damn
the
right. I don't give
views
a fuck. You ain't
of
gotta back
Rayshawn
me up.
Davis
Guy talk
or
ass. And mind you,
Guy
this is
Talk or Guy
supposed to
Talk
be.
Uncensored.
This is supposed to be guy talk uncensored. Ain't nobody gonna fucking censor me for shit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different. Fuck you, government. Fuck you. Okay, I'm done.
All right, that's all we got for you tonight. We got a short show. All I'm gonna say is it's time to go. On that note,
We technically do have a short show. There's only like 3 topics.
I know, but we're gonna end up talking about this one for a while. Kim, if you're ready, hit the link. I sent it to you. Hit the link so Isaac could pull you up. I'm going to pull this up on my screen, Isaac, so you can share it when I'm ready. I just let me just make sure because we're not gonna show the whole thing because we just not.
And it's crazy
Um,
because I literally just talked about this like last week.
what?
Government talking about that they're worried about kids and stuff like that with TikTok, but yet there's school shootings going on. And look what happened this week.
I mean, yeah, this ain't got shit to do with TikTok, but yeah, I hear you.
No,
But
but
yeah,
I'm saying like,
you
but
definitely did mention
it has everything to do with TikTok, and I'm gonna tell you why it has everything to do with TikTok.
All right,
Because
let's go,
instead,
buddy. Go.
the government is so fixated on TikTok that they're not worried about what goes on in this fucking country. That's what I was talking about. School shootings. Remember when the I think it was the club in Florida that got shot up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, worry about what's in your country, and then you can worry about whatever else is going on out there. Right now, y'all need to fix this country, and they're not doing that.
All right, let's welcome Kim to the panel.
If she could
Welcome
unmute
Kim to
herself.
the show.
The fuck?
Shout out to Kim in 4K.
Hi.
We don't hear shit.
Can you hear me
Hey,
now?
Kim, what's
Oh,
going
we hear you
on?
now.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
can
it's
hear
a
you
little
now.
rough.
Shout out to Kim in 4K.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. Nobody else with children wanted to join us, so to the rest of you, that's all I'm gonna say. But
Yeah.
good
Okay, just
morning,
Yeah,
need to
Kim.
ask
How
for
are
like a
you?
little freedom.
if you hit the sound bite, your computer screen is not hooked up, so I'm gonna need you to send me the thing so I
Oh
could
shit, I gotta do it. I'm
share
gonna do
your
it right
screen.
now. Oh yeah, I didn't share it. Oh yeah, because I got booted out because Isaac was talking about the government. I'll tell you. It should wait. You hear it now?
There you go. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So hit the Don DeMarco so Kim could actually hear it one time. Uh, Wait. First and foremost, hit the goddamn like button, people. Even if you're watching the replay, we got Kim on the damn panel today. God damn it! Like the goddamn video. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
All right, Kim. Thank you for joining us. So let's talk about this first before we get into it. I know Isaac has got a lot to say. I know Kim you have children, so I'm sure you have a lot to say. I do not have any kids, but god damn it, I have a lot to say. Let's speak on the facts first. So, unfortunately, there was a Nashville school shooting. The shooter was obsessive about a former middle school basketball team. That's what that's what's coming out. So, moments before Aubrey Hale, that is the school shooter, entered the Covenant School in in Nashville and killed 6 people, including 3 children and three former Covenant students sent Instagram messages to a former middle school basketball teammate. Quote, I am planning to die today, Hale wrote to Avriana Patton, a fellow member of the 2008-2009 Isaiah T. Cruisewell Middle School girls basketball team. You'll probably hear about me on the news after I die. Hale, who police said was transgender and recently began using male pronouns, seems to cherish the time playing at middle school basketball at Nashville Arts Magnet School. A shy girl at the time, Hale's more athletic teammates say she embraced Hale and tried to make her feel like part of the Hardwood family. Hale is now the third member of that team to die in the past 8 months. Holy shit, I didn't know that. All were younger than 30 years old. All right, we really already know what the hell happened. So I guess Kim is a friend to the show, so we'll talk to Kim first. Let me get everybody's thoughts on this before we get crazy because I am going to show the video. Don't know if I'm gonna play it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Even though people have been playing it, I don't think I want to play it. Uh, we don't need to play it anyway. But Kim, go to you first. Obviously, this is a tragedy of the highest order. What do you think about this? And how do you feel about this whole situation? Because I'm sure you've heard about it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay. So, I mean, this whole thing is just tragic. It seems to be like a recurring thing. Every time you turn on the news, it's some type of shooting, whether it's in schools, whether it's in malls, anywhere. And it's sad that this is slowly kind of turning into our norms, but it hurts when kids are dying, when kids didn't even get to, have their first dance, their their wedding, didn't even get to live to their full potential, and it's really heartbreaking. You're sending your kids off to a place where you think is school, where well, it's safe, that they're getting an education. You drop them off, you expect to pick them up at whatever time, and you get a heartbreaking call like, hey, somebody shot up the school, and you don't have a kid no longer. That's just scary. I was watching Dr. Phil um interview with the parents of one of the victims, and it's just heartbreaking to see their pain. You see it, you feel it as a parent, as a person. Like, it's sad. It's so sad. It really is. um I'm not exactly sure. You said the motive was for what exactly? They said that something, that it was obsessed with the basketball team.
Well, they don't know. All
Oh.
they know and all I've heard is that this the Aubrey, the name of the shooter,
Hmm.
she was obsessed with this. She used to go to the school apparently back in
Hmm.
the day, and she was not obsessed with the basketball team per se, but she was having identity issues and stuff like that. You're going into the transgender stuff because she was presenting as this transgender male. So we want to get the facts straight, regardless of how we feel about anything. That's factual. That's what she was presenting as. Uh, but honestly, they're still digging, and I haven't seen any news outlets yet that's like, this was the motive, this was this. They're speculating. So
So,
who knows? Maybe something happened to Aubrey when Aubrey was a child, or something happened recently. Like, they don't know what triggered this. You know what I'm saying? Because Aubrey
yeah,
was, I think, 28.
yeah.
So why is a 28 going back and shooting up a damn school that they used to go to when they were a child? It makes no sense. So I don't know. I'll try and look for it real quick, and maybe we can answer
Yeah.
that. Isaac, same question to you. As a parent, and with one on the way, as I keep alluding to every week, what do you think about this as well? Your thoughts before we get into the video, as I try to look for this.
I mean, first off, I want to thank God that my my ex, who's the mother of my son, decided to keep not just my son but her other two little ones in home and having them homeschool. At this point, I feel like this is the type of actions that all parents should take now. Start having these kids at home. They've been doing it for the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just about to get to be like that, just to keep these kids safe because it's scary. You know what I'm saying? You already know. A lot of you already know I'm already having another child, and if I put her in school and I gotta be worried about her to then um with these things that are constantly always happening with these school shootings and stuff like that, and that's scary. And I pray and hope that none of us end up in that type of situation. But it's just like something has to be done with these gun laws, man. Everywhere you go is like somebody's always carrying something, and to have these type of people who are obviously not mentally stable to even conceal a weapon, for them to go into places as kids' schools and start shooting up and taking the lives of the young ones. It's just crazy, bro. It's real crazy. And my heart and condolences goes out to those families that have lost somebody at the school. But because I heard a couple of teachers lost their lives in there as well.
Yeah,
So
3 teachers and 3 students.
my heart goes out to them as well. But these kids, man, who never got to see what their future was going to be like, who had so many years ahead of them to figure out what they wanted to be, to go to college, to do something with themselves, and those kids, those lives that were taken, now they're never going to see that. And these parents, the parents that lost them, they're not going to see these kids grow up and to be something that they always known that they could be. Because when we was kids, our parents always used to tell us, I believe in you. I believe you could be something, be better than me, and all of this. And I know these now we're parents and we're telling them the same things to our kids. And I know they were telling them the same thing as little teenagers, whatever. You're telling them the same thing, and for them to just like that, life's taken, and now you would never get to see that potential uh, being shown, and it hurts and it's scary. Because, like I said, now I just feel like it's. I think we should just start homeschooling our kids just to keep them safe.
Well, here's it. All right, so we touched on a lot right there. There's absolutely. All right, so let me play the video before I even start talking. All right, Isaac, share my screen, please.
Give me a minute.
Take your time, brother. Where'd Kim
Like
go?
this.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Got it.
I'm like,
I was trying to
oh.
figure out. Trying to figure out which one it is.
I was about to go. God damn, Isaac, you messed up.
Trying
But
to figure
we'll
out
fix
which
it.
one it is.
All right, so damn, I think I probably can't play this, but I want to. Yeah.
School that left
Fair use, fair use, fair use.
administrators dead as well. We want to show you that right now. We want to just warn you that this is very graphic and viewer discretion is advised. It does show the moments the shooter entered the school and began looking around. Let's watch. Okay, so there you can see.
All right, I'm gonna mute that. So you see, Aubrey rolls up in a damn Prius, rolls up, circles the school. I think Aubrey's gonna park over there. Circles the school. That's a back camera of one of the entrances, and multiple shots through the goddamn school, through the window. Multiple shots. Kicks down the glass, comes into the school. Okay, oh shit, I missed that. Hold on. Comes in, fire alarms go off, obviously. And look at, all right, I'm gonna pause it in a minute. But look at the, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Aubrey is walking around the school like it's fucking Call of Duty.
Hmm.
Like this shit is crazy, and I want y'all to see. Look at this shit. Like it's Call of Duty. Walking around looking for people to shoot. Walks into a room, don't know what's going on over there. Uh, and I'm going somewhere with this, so just stay with me. Comes back out. Look at this shit. Are we playing Resident Evil 4? What the fuck are we doing here? And I know I'm trying to limit my cussing, but you can take it off. We'll go back in a minute. Like, this is my first question. I'll throw it to Kim first. I am of the believer that we should have motherfuckers with guns in these schools, retired military, retired cops, pay them like 60, pay them like 75 grand a year to protect our schools. We have at every wrestling event, at every basketball game, at every baseball game, on every international flight, you got motherfuckers with guns sitting right there in case somebody act up.
Yep.
So why is it we can protect people at sporting events, but you can't find the money to pay two cops to sit there for 8 hours with loaded guns in case some shit like this happens? What are your thoughts on that, Kim?
No, I agree. Something gotta give. Something it has to give. It's just I don't know. It's so upsetting. That video really it's really upsetting. We need more security. We need to do better. Like I don't think laws at this point is gonna change anything. Like we need to actually see change. So if they have to bring in extra people to protect our kids, yeah, definitely.
Isaac.
I mean, can't say it any better than that. Like, yeah, definitely, I agree. Like, I said this the last time. Have somebody, like you said, retired cops, retired military, put them one, maybe two, maybe three
Three
at these
max.
schools. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's make it four.
Mo-
Two to cover the back, two to
That
cover the
two cover
front.
the front.
You know
Put
what
them
I'm
on every
saying?
corner of the school.
You know what I'm saying? Put them out there because security guards that are school securities, they can't carry weapons. So hire people that will.
What is
Retired.
security going to do against if that if I gotta try not to be insensitive, so I'll just say her name. If this person, let me just say this person, if this person runs up in any school with the security guard right there, either A, they're gonna think twice, or B, if that security guard is just doing random patrols, there will be much less loss of life because
Mm-hmm.
somebody trained would know, oh shit, what was that? That's it. And they already, unless there's kids in that vicinity, and thank God there were no kids in this vicinity. Like this person was just able to walk in and look around and couldn't find anybody right off rip. Otherwise, there'd be 25 dead freaking kids and instead of three. Like rest in peace to the kids and the people that lost their lives. The three teachers. Why are we not stressing that? And we're gonna get to that in a minute too. But we need to have more people. You find the money to pay for everything else. You can't find the money to pay these people 70 grand a year to sit in school. Make listen, you pay somebody because most of the time you're just gonna be paying them. It's like insurance. Pay your insurance in case you lose your phone. You don't have to pay $1,000 for a new phone. You got to pay $150. They tack it onto your bill. In case somebody decides to be an idiot and run up in the school with a weapon, they gonna get their ass pumped full of lead because we got an ex-military guy, ex-army guy, ex whatever standing right there to protect these children.
Yep.
That to me is a problem. Now, the second thing I want to talk about, and I know Isaac may disagree with me on this, so I'll go to him first. I don't think it's a gun law problem. I think it's a person problem. A lot of people would say guns don't kill people. People kill people. A gun just sitting there right there ain't gonna do nothing to you. A fire that's in a fire pit ain't gonna do nothing to you. But a fire that's going crazy in your house will burn your ass. The gun in the hand of a wrong person or a person that has mental problems or a person that's going off the deep edge, whatever you get what I'm trying to say, that person is dangerous. Isaac, because I know we differ on this. What do you think about people saying they need to change the gun laws, take away all the guns?
Well, I mean, you can't take away all the guns. It's
Well, yeah, that's the Second
that's
Amendment right. That ain't
that's
happening.
that's,
But
that's
I'm
the
just
Second
saying,
Amendment,
there are
right? You
people that
can't do
say that.
that.
What are your thoughts?
Oh
And do
no,
you
no.
do
Listen,
you have a
listen. I
solution
know,
to it?
I know, I know. You would think that I would disagree with you on this. It's true. People with guns kill people. You know what I'm saying? But there are ways of making sure that not everybody can carry a concealed weapon, especially if you're somebody that suffers from mental health. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be ways around it. You There has to be a way where we could stop people, like this person and many others, from obtaining and owning a weapon. Because if they suffer from like severe mental health, they can not only hurt other people, but they can also hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be ways around it. I'm not saying to like completely abolish the gun law. I'm just saying just fix it up. You know what I'm saying? Tweak it, you know,
Kim,
to
jump in
where,
there.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jump in there, Kim. What do you think?
Oh, so yeah, no, I agree. We need stricter gun laws for sure, first and foremost. But again, it goes so much more than the law. Like we're past that point than just a law changing things. We need to see action. We need to see proof. We need
mhm,
security. We need to see something, not a law, not a paper. It definitely needs to be tweaked, needs to be changed. But we're past that point. Something gotta give. We're past that point.
Okay,
mhm.
a lot of people made a lot of notion about this person being a transgender.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
thank
I
And
you.
don't.
I had
Oh,
wait, I
Uh,
had to, Isaac knew I was going there. And
I'm
my
getting my
wife,
hands ready,
my
bro.
wife,
Cause
my wife, my wife urged me to be careful. My wife urged me to be careful when I talk about this. But I'm just gonna speak facts. Kim, I'll jump to you first. But because I know Isaac, he might go on a rant, so we want to make sure we get you in there before we go to him.
oh gosh.
But my like I said, the views expressed by Isaac
me, me, me,
Matos
me,
do not reflect
me,
on
me,
Kim
me. Got it.
or
All right, I'm ready.
RJD or Guy Talk Uncensored. And but so a lot has been made about this person being transgender and about how that might have affected what's going on in this instance. And what really bothered me is I'm going to see if I can pull up the video, and if I can pull it up real quick while you're talking, Kim, then I will. What really bothered me is that there are so many people fighting for trans rights, but nobody gave a fuck about these kids that just got gunned down in a place that they're supposed to be safe. Nobody gave a fuck about the three teachers that got gunned down now that their families are without a family member. It just seemed like to me there there are a lot of people worried about trans rights rather than worried about these fucking kids getting killed in school. Like, we're going to gloss over the fact that kids are dead, but we want our trans rights. Listen, everybody deserves rights. Nobody should be treated differently, whether whatever the hell you believe in, your skin color, whatever you do in your private life, that ain't got shit to do with me. But when people start going crazy over trans rights, over the fact that kids are dead in school and they got shot down in a place that people send their kids to be safe, I got a problem with that. I don't know if you've heard about this, Kim, but what do you think about that aspect?
I feel like it's a gray line. It's a touchy subject. I feel personally, me, I feel like that person shouldn't be like them being transgender shouldn't have. I don't know. Like I don't. I don't know. It's weird. How do I explain it? I'm trying to say it nicely.
I mean,
I don't
listen,
care that the fact that
take
they're
your time.
transgender. I don't care that they're transgender. Like there's other people that I mean, I guess it's such a big deal because they are transgender too. Like in this shooting case, like it is a big deal. This person is transgender. Like it's a big thing, but they still deserve rights. I'm not saying that their rights. It's just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but
Listen,
I don't know.
me personally, before I let Isaac run, I listen. This trans person is
One
a
person,
problem. One
one person.
person. And I'm
Hmm.
gonna clip this up so we don't need anybody saying, oh, guy talk, those guys are guy talk, they hate transphobia. Oh my god. No, we don't need a fake ass outrage. Shout out to Chris Rock. No, none of that shit. This person has had problems. And in the end, they got what they deserved. They went into a school and shot up children and other people. That's crazy. It don't matter that they were trans, black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, male, female, other, don't matter. You do not ever run into a school with a fucking military grade gun that is almost as tall as you are and start mowing down kids. Don't matter what you are or what you do in your bedroom. It don't matter. That's the bottom line here for me. So I understand trans people are worried about, repercussions from people attacking them, and they're fearful because this one trans person did something horrible and horrific. But this is not about all trans people. This is about this one trans person who did something awful. And I don't want to hear about, oh, let's fight for trans rights when we got dead kids. Like, what the fuck are we doing? That's crazy. All right, Isaac, I'm done. Go ahead.
Um,
To all of those people who care more about trans rights than children. Go ahead.
It's just
um, with the trans rights, I get it. Everybody's trying to be equals, um, but the fact that this person being transgender has nothing to do with the school shootings at all.
thank you.
And
That's what I
for
was trying to say.
Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
Wait, let me
I
tap the
and,
agree.
microphone one
I
time.
agree.
and for the simple fact that everybody is blaming this person because he is a transgender man, uh, they're just as uneducated and ignorant as, I guess, I don't know what, 90% of the world's population. You know what I'm saying? Like, to point a finger at what this person is, like I said, has nothing to do with it. All this is just simple, basic mental health. Um, I was just doing some research, bro. School shootings have been going on since 1840. Since the 19th century, school shootings have been going on. And since then, you mean to tell me that every fucking president, different congressmen that eventually got into having congressmen and women, couldn't do nothing to stop these school shootings from happening? This has been going on since the 19th fucking century. And y'all did nothing to change it.
I would say it's escalating too. Just to be honest.
Exactly.
I would
Yeah.
say in the last 10 years, we've had more, not more mass shootings in general. I'd say we had more mass shootings in general in the last 5 to 10 years than we have in the previous 40. Like, for some reason, we're getting desensitized to it because it's like when we hear about a mass shooting, it's like we don't even go, oh, remember Columbine when we was kids? Isaac,
Bro, 1999. Yes, I remember
you
that.
remember that shit? And it was
I
like a
remember
huge
that.
thing. It was like,
I heard
yo,
of it.
that's crazy. Yeah, we know
Yep.
Kim, we're a little older. I got grays in
But
my
I heard
hair.
of it
God damn
though. I heard of
it.
it.
Me and Isaac got a couple of grays. We've
Gray
been around the
hair.
block a little
Yeah.
bit. But when we was kids, that was like a huge thing. Like somebody went up in Columbine, shot up a school, whatever. But
Two
it was
kids.
two kids, yeah, and it was a
Two kids.
huge thing.
Hmm.
Huge.
And
Like
that was
it's
all
just
because they were bullied in
bullied. Yeah,
school.
it's because they were bullied.
Bullied in school.
And
That's
then
why
and it got
that's
to the
why
point
I've
where
been
they said
so
fuck it.
advocate about anti-bullying. That's why I've been advocate about mental health, because these are the key factors of things like this constantly happening. You know what I'm saying? To the point where people will take matters into their own hands. Um, there are things that we need to really focus, besides trying to tweak the gun law, but to really uh get more help for people who are suffering in silence because of their mental health. Oh, and uh let me also mention this, okay? Because we got a little off the trans. I wasn't done with my thought on the transgender
Oh,
thing.
go ahead, finish it up.
Uh, let's not forget that most of mass shootings were caused by straight men. I just want to say that. I just wanted to throw that out there, by straight
It's
men.
true. I agree. Well,
So definitely
that this is like the
transgender
first
has nothing
transgender
to do with.
person. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is like the
exactly.
first
This is the
transgender
first
person I
time.
heard of.
Yep.
I feel like it was. I'm not saying a political thing, but maybe possibly could fall into that. I feel like it had nothing to do with this person being transgender. I felt like
Hmm.
the fact that it was transgender, it was like brought up, and it rubs people wrong. People transgender still fighting for their rights. It just again puts it in a gray area, harder to fight, kind of sets them back a little bit because again, it's one person, not all of transgender. This person is not the face for transgender people. It's just one person that just happened to be transgender.
Hmm. Exactly.
Um, as far as, and we're gonna get to, I definitely want to get to these heroes that went up in there and regulated real quick. We're gonna hit every fucking positive button on those guys. But
Oh, sh- before you continue, was
no, go
this the
ahead.
only school shooting? Because I'm hearing that there was two school shootings that happened that day. I don't know if it's one school or
I didn't hear
whatever
about
the
another
case.
one that day. All I heard was about this one. I mean,
Yeah.
if you could if you could
Okay.
find it, pull it up for
No,
sure.
because I saw it on Twitter. Maybe somebody just got their facts mixed up.
Maybe because I only heard about the one. Because if there was two school shootings in one day, best believe that shit would have
That
been
would have been
everywhere.
crazy. Hell yeah.
That would have
Oh
been
yeah.
everywhere because I don't think that's
What?
ever happened in
Ever.
our lifetime. So that would have been headline forever. But um, yeah, I don't think this one person, they did a horrible act, and that at the end of the day, that's what matters. I just I want to see the same level of outrage for these kids, man. Like, I'm gonna have kids one day, and before I get into the heroes of the situation, I gotta ask y'all for real, cause I don't have kids yet, but I'm gonna have kids one day. And I was talking to my wife earlier, and she was just like, "Yo, it doesn't matter. Private school, regular school, like it doesn't fucking matter. This shit can happen anywhere. Like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter about if it's a private school." Because I was like, "Damn, maybe I should. I gotta get this bread up so when I have kids, I can get them in the private school." She's like, "That shit don't matter. It can happen in any fucking school. Like, it doesn't matter. Like you said, a kid could get bullied and then just take it. They could bully him one too many times. A kid could have mental health, and you may not know, and then next thing you know, they roll up. I mean, when we were little, Isaac, it was about you might have had to worry about the gangs stealing your shit or jumping you on Freshman Friday or something crazy. You didn't have to worry about just going to school. Like everybody left everybody alone. Like even the gangs was like, unless you was in that life, they really didn't fuck with you like that.
Hmm.
Unless they tried to rob you, and in which case they might have roughed you up, they might have beat you up, but they ain't kill you. They might have took your Jordans and then kept it pushing. If there was 10 of them and it was just you, not to say that that's good or that that was a positive thing, but things have changed. Now these kids are worrying about, damn, is little Johnny or little Jerome or little whatever, little Susie gonna come back with an AK and spray up the school? You know what I'm saying? And that's from middle school all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Ah man, it's crazy because mental health is a real thing. Like people really have mental health problems, and when people go through all of this trauma and people have things going on in their life and they don't have the outlets or the help or the resources to help them through it, a lot of the times this is the shit that happens. They think it's okay to go grab a big ass rifle that I have. Actually, you could share the screen real quick, Isaac, as a thing. I got the guns on the screen. Like, look at this shit. Why are kids walking around with this? Like, what do we
Where do you even get that from? Like,
look at this?
Sticker decal
Look at this.
on the magazine.
Look at this. What are we doing? What
it's crazy.
through the door? Walking through the door with this, and then they're gonna show the pistol too. Walking through the door with this.
And there, the handgun as well.
Walking through the door with this. Now, I thanks, Isaac. Walking through the door with this. Now, I understand that, like I said, I'm all for people having guns. I'm all for people protecting themselves, and I'm all for a good background check to make sure you don't have any mental health. That's fine. If you got to jump through a hoop to get your pistol to protect your family, that's what you got to do. I live in New York. The gun laws here are crazy. Like they make you go through mad hoops, and you still might have to wait 8 months before you can buy a pistol. Fine.
Mhm.
If that's what you want to do, great. If you don't like it, move. Move out of the state. Move out of the city. The gun laws in the city are different than the gun laws in Westchester. That are different than the gun laws in New York State. Go to Florida. Go to Texas. You could go. You could walk in. Go to PA. You can walk in PA right now. Go get a gun, no problem. So if you don't like it, you can move. That's always an option. But at the end of the day, I think we need to put our collective heads together and find a solution for this, because the right to bear arms is our constitutional right. Everybody should protect their family. Great, but we also need to make it so that these people that are not stable cannot get their hands on these pistols and these rifles and these shotguns and then roll up to a school and you know kill children. It's crazy. I don't even want to put it bluntly like that, but that's what it is. I want to talk about these heroes, man. uh Kim, I'm sure you've probably seen the response time.
I didn't.
14 minutes. Oh, well,
I
I'm going to
didn't.
play it.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you, then I'll play it. 14 minutes it took them for the time the shooter shot the windows off to the time he got put down, or to the time the shooter got put down. 14 minutes. What do you think about that response time from those brave Nashville police officers?
Um, honestly, 14 minutes. I don't know how far the base is, but it's not a bad time. I don't know how far the thing is. Like, I don't know exactly. Like,
Well,
that's pretty quick though. From
to
to get
compare
the
it to
response.
something, to compare it to
Oh, from
something,
the last
the
shooting?
the
How?
last shooting it took them an hour and
Yeah,
change to get in the
yeah,
building. It took
yeah,
these guys 14 minutes.
No,
yeah.
yeah,
That's not
14
bad.
minutes.
Yeah,
That's
that's
definitely
actually
not
really
bad.
good.
just,
Yeah,
That's
just for
definitely not bad.
comparison.
actually, yeah. Now thinking about it, yeah, the other place took like a whole hour. Yeah, that's actually really great. And the time they
That
got the call to show up, and yeah, that's actually really great. Yeah,
that
that's
just makes the other police department look really stupid right now.
and they should be
Listen,
because that was unacceptable. Like,
Acceptable, yep.
all I'm gonna say is just we're gonna hit the button all the way. All I would say is how, like,
How, Sway? Take a
how
few
14 minutes to an hour and some change. Listen, and I got the short up right now, but I ain't gonna play it because we don't want to get no YouTube guideline strikes. You heard me? But what I will do is wait for it to. I just want you to hear how these guys, they went in there, got their tactical gear, and it was on and popping.
Oh, Brenda. What's up,
Oh,
Brenda? Thanks for
Brenda,
the
we
light.
see you. All
hello.
right, Isaac, share my screen real quick. I'm going to cut it off before it gets to the part. But listen to this.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I
Look at
saw
these
this.
guys. They
Okay.
ain't wasting no time. You hear the shots in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the shots in the background,
And the shooting
and they
before they was
rolling up, no
covering it.
problem.
Yeah, other ones they was
All right, we're
scared
gonna
once they
stop it
heard the
right there
shooting.
because that's when shit gets crazy. But thanks,
Mm-mm.
Isaac, for getting rid of that. But you hear the shots in the background. They ain't playing. They rolled up there. Go. You hear them. It's like you're in it's like you're playing a VR mission. Like you see these guys in there, and that's real life. That's not a video game. That's not The Last of Us. That's not Call of Duty. That's real life guys saying, "Oh, you coming for our kids? Let's go." They put on their tactical gear. They said, "This is what we're going to do. We're going to attack at this entry point. We're going to clear the floor until we find the shooter." They heard the shots. They went to the shots. They put the shooter down. 14 minutes down, DeMarco, for those guys. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it. That is how you respond to shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is so. Listen, all I want to say is we're gonna clap it up for those guys. Hit the ding. Those guys didn't wait. Those guys said we have somebody shooting up a school. Fuck waiting for fuck politicking. Fuck waiting for people to make decisions. We're gonna make the decisions and we're gonna get this shit done right now. And I saw the video. Shout out to Brenda. I saw the video. Listen, all I'm gonna say without getting too animated is they pump homie full of lead. Even when they didn't have to. They made all I would say is they made sure as they should have. This is crazy. Um those guys, that response team, I don't even know what to give them, but we could have had a lot more loss of life if it wasn't for them.
Mhm.
Craziness. How do we solve this, guys? How do we solve this shit?
We already made
Yeah,
suggestions. Like they now it's time for the government to do something. You know what I'm saying?
they have to.
They're
They
the
have
only
to.
ones. They're the only ones.
Everybody's upset.
And,
Everybody's, calling out for them to do it. Do something. Do it. Like,
exactly. And matter of fact, they need to get rid of that guy that's what is he, the mayor or governor of Nashville? Like the shit that he said when on the interview process on the news, bro, was completely asinine. I couldn't believe what I heard came out of this man's mouth.
What you heard?
Um,
yeah, I didn't hear nothing.
now you're gonna make me research it. I gotta find it.
Put up Brenda's comment real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Uvalde needs to take notes. We just spoke on that,
Oh,
Brenda.
yeah.
They
Hmm.
took an hour and some change to get up in there and get rid of that shooter. These guys didn't wait. Regardless if they got commands or not. They probably got the command, and whoever it was that gave the command, the lieutenant, the police chief, the mayor, whoever the command
Hmm.
came from, these guys they sent them guys in there immediately.
Yeah. They cared about the kids'
Um
life, not just
yo,
theirs.
do
Not
you know
because
how
not
much
hiding from shots. Like they actually went in there, took actions, heard shots, and still was pushing through the bullets. Like they did what they had to do. It's crazy.
do you know how long 14 minutes is? I mean, 14 minutes is a long time, but imagine if that person had 30 minutes in there to pick a classroom and just go crazy. 14 minutes is a long time, but ima- think about what happened in Uvalde when they had an hour. Like that's the difference. And it's crazy. I had to bring this up because I brought it up earlier. I brought it up earlier to my wife. Do you remember the last school shooting? There was a 7 or 8 year old who survived because they played dead under their friend. Do y'all remember hearing that?
I
That
think
same thing happened
so.
again.
Yeah.
The same thing happened again in the Dr. Phil interview. One of the survivors, the victim's best friend, used her blood in order to not get shot. And the killer was saying, "You're all gonna die," while in the school.
And that was the one we. That's the one that just happened,
Just
or another
happened.
one.
Dr. Phil interview. No, and yeah, it just happened. The one that just happened.
Jesus
The little girl did the
fucking
same thing
Christ,
too.
yo, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Now I don't know if that kid saw that from a movie or a video game, or that kid is just smart. But that's the second time that's a. Think about now. Listen, we've all been through some shit, right? When we were kids, and no, everybody goes through their own struggles. Think about as a 7, 8 year old. That's what I was talking about, Brenda and Uvalde. That's what I didn't know it happened again, but that's what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. Think about the trauma as an not even 10 years old, because the Uvalde kid, I think, was young, like 7 or 8. Think about the fucking trauma that kid is gonna have for the rest of his or her life. I can't remember if it was a boy or girl. That they had to put their friend's blood on them, play dead, and maybe go under their friend's body or lay over their friend's body and pray to God that the gunman loses interest and does something else and goes somewhere else. And then they got to live with that. Or a little girl, bruh. Come on, son.
Bruh.
A little girl had to send wherever she saw it from, or she was just that smart. She had the presence of mind to say, like, forget the fact her friend just died right in front of her. Forget all that. Forget the fact that there's active guns in her presence, in her vicinity. She had the presence of mind to just, oh shit, my friend's dead. Just quick thinking, put the friend on top of her, put the blood on her, and hope to God that she survived. This is what our kids have to go through in school when something like this happens. Like, it makes all the shit I went through as a kid, it makes my shit so minuscule. Like that. What was I mad at? I don't have to live with nothing even comes close to that. But this is what our kids are subjected to when you got maniacs with guns running up in schools because of whatever reason. Mental health, they angry at the world, who cares? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I don't know what can be done, but something needs to be done to prevent this from happening. Too many mass shootings, too much going on, and now people are. We just had a school shooting. I remember you, Valde. That wasn't that long ago. Like, this is bananas, man. Bananas. Isaac, you found the joint you was looking for?
I'm still looking.
No, he can't find it. Um, Kim, you ever think about homeschooling your kids?
No. I mean, it's so unsafe, but no, I can't.
Listen,
I just that can drive me crazy. I can't imagine being home with both of them. I can't do it. But it is still scary.
uh, as a mother of four, two of which are in school, this needs to stop. Our mental health continues to be a problem. Yeah, our mental health is a huge problem. Is one, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, mental health is not that serious. Just man up." Nah, there are people with real issues out here there are people with real issues out here that are really messed up, that really need help, and they really need access to
Hmm.
resources. So they really don't do nothing crazy like shoot up a school. I am thinking of homeschooling. Oh, are you that? Yeah, a mother of four. Are you that, Brenda? Are you that fearful? Are you that fearful that you're like really considering it? Because I know people that have pulled their kids out of school, and they had to, whether they had to go make some extra money, whether they had to go get another job to pay for it, whether they had to homeschool and maybe they have a relative that can watch the kids at school at home and work out an arrangement. I know people personally that have pulled their kids up out of school, like F that. You safe right here. You can see your friends on the weekend. Like I've had women say that to me. Like they can see their friends on the weekend. I don't care. Like, I'm not doing it.
Listen, if you can, more power to you. Again, not to blame. That's totally understandable. Like, that's very understandable.
Oh yeah, we delayed. I was hoping Brenda would answer that quick, but we delayed. Um,
Um,
what about
so
you?
let me. I'm gonna try to see if I could remember this. Not everything verbatim, but I'm gonna try to remember certain things that he said. He did say, and it's not a mayor. He's not a governor. He's actually a congressman. That was ridiculed for posting a picture with his family holding assault rifles in a Christmas photo, mind you. Um, they asked him a question about it, and he literally said something along the line of how I think it was his father or his grandfather said that uh no matter what, somebody's always gonna come with a gun and is gonna take your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. Really, bro? Really? After what we just seen, that's your response to it?
I'm
It was
confused.
not his
So
kids. He don't care.
hold on, I'm confused. Just so I get clarification. So a congressman had a Christmas photo with his family, everybody holding guns,
Yeah.
and people are mad about that.
There were people that were mad about that, but
Eh,
when
that
they
don't really
were
bother me too much.
when they asked him his thoughts on the whole Nashville, Tennessee, that's what he said. That was his comment.
Oh, his comments are tone deaf. I mean, they're insensitive. But as far as him and his family holding guns, I don't see. Listen, if his family photo, he got a bunch of guns. They got a bunch of guns. Don't run up on them. Don't run up on them. But that doesn't bother me too much. Like people, people that grow up in different parts of the country, they grow up doing different things. Like if you grow up in the country, you might grow up with a little BB gun and you're like 6, 7 years old, so you know how to handle a gun. Your family has taught you. So you like guns because you've been playing with guns since you was literally a kid. And your father taught you how to hold one and shoot one. If you grew up in New York, you in the city, we you might not even touch a gun until you actually go to a gun range when you're older, or unless you in the street and you just play with one as a kid and somebody had to tell you don't ever play with one. You might not even see a real life gun unless you look at a cop. So depending on where you grow up, you got different values. So somebody putting up a Christmas photo with guns, okay, that's their family. That's what they're accustomed to. Nothing wrong with that. They like guns. Like there's nothing wrong with that. His comment was a little bit insensitive because kids are there. We have dead children and people lost their lives because of some maniac. So it was tone deaf. When somebody comes for a gun, like what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's tone deaf for sure. But he likes guns. His family likes guns. There's a lot of families who like guns. Go to Texas right now. You're gonna see a lot of families with guns. Because that's how life is down there. Um, did y'all see about Biden cracking jokes after that?
No.
Hmm.
Yeah, our president. So we all remember Sandy Hook, right?
Yeah.
President Obama hopped on. And President Obama was very upset, shed a tear. He's got daughters of his own, and he basically addressed the nation about that. We all remember that, right?
Hmm.
I've driven through Sandy Hook. It's crazy, but I've driven through Sandy Hook doing my job. So that community is very, very low key, very close knit community. A lot of houses, a lot of families in that community. That's crazy that something like that happened in that community because I've driven through that community. It's crazy. Biden, like the shooting happened at around 10. Our president, around 2 something, he was giving a speech or something about another issue. He wasn't really talking about what happened. But 4 hours later, and he was like cracking jokes on about chocolate and stuff like that. It was a very tone deaf. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I was just like, come on, bro. Like this is this is
My name,
can you hear this?
I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband, and I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe.
So that was now I don't know if he was taking a break in between. I can't even defend this shit. Now, nor am I trying to, but I don't know if he was taking a break in between speeches or if it was before his speech or it was before he was supposed to talk about what he was supposed to talk about. But this was 4 hours after the shooting. Like I'm thinking about Trump. I'm thinking about Obama. I'm thinking about Bush Jr. They would have never 4 hours after a school shooting in your country. I don't think you should be caught on camera cracking jokes, even if it was accidental. Somebody caught you. Like you need to be mindful about what's going on, and people are going getting at them for that, as they should. It's like, come on, bro. There's like kids who just passed away at school. Come on, man.
Not sure.
Brenda is not a Biden fan.
Yeah. He sucks.
They all do.
They all do.
Except, except for Obama. Anyway,
Right.
well, like I said, just to conclude this is some changes needs to be done. There needs to be more uh, help for people with mental health, more resources, as you would say, and try to nip this in the butt and see if we could start uh, bringing down these mass shootings because it's ridiculous. I feel like it's happening every year, bro. Every
Yeah,
fucking year, it's always a mass shooting somewhere.
it's always a problem. And like I said, to stick a fork in this on my side, we know there's a lot of problems. We have to get solution based, and we have to find a way to stop this. I I would say find a way to scrum up a couple dollars per year and put these people in the schools, man. Put these people in the
I'm
schools.
sorry, Kim, if I made you feel tired.
Oh boy, stop! I went out last night. I'm sorry, I went out last night, so I'm tired.
Okay.
But even so, even if you don't want to spend the extra money on ex-military, take the school safety people that you have now and train them.
And train them up so that
Train them.
if they gotta walk around with a pistol to
Just train them really good because you never
Bro,
know. But just train them.
there was a teacher teaching a high school, and he pulls out a yellow bucket, and the yellow bucket had items in there to pretty much for survival, and the bucket was also supposed to be used for bathroom. And uh he brought it out to the students, and he was telling them, it's like, now do you guys think that this bucket is helpful in any way if a shooter comes to the school? And all the kids said no. It's like, because all the stuff they put out in there was nothing to help them out to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more like if they got lost in the woods type of bucket. Like, that's what I saw in there. Like, if they got lost in the woods, they would have that to survive. But it wasn't anything for them to use to survive a gun shooter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's ridiculous. How are you gonna give these schools? We're literally, because I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones saying this shit. We're literally giving you guys the idea of what y'all need to do, what needs to be fixed, and y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't. Y'all don't want to do that because I guess you don't want to cough up your own money to really try to help out. Try to help keep these kids alive. You know what I'm saying?
And here's another suggestion too: bulletproof tables. I'm sorry it has to come to this. Bulletproof tables, something. Shouldn't be charging an arm and a leg for bulletproof backpacks. I don't think kids should have that. It's sad that we're living in times like that, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
bulletproof tables, maybe better alarm system doors. The doors automatically lock. You press the button, boom, nobody's allowed to enter. Bulletproof window. That's the case. Like, but something gotta give. You gotta do
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
yeah, right. Listen, Kim, we want to thank you for joining us
Thank you
today.
for having me.
We know
Yes. Thanks,
I
Kim.
know,
Appreciate it.
I had let people know in the chat a little late, but I,
Watch out.
I on the guy talk chat.
I'm not in there.
I know, I know. So we're gonna hit the button for you.
Bruh.
You're not in the chat.
Yeah, so
No,
we're
I
gonna
told you
move.
when I deactivated my Facebook, they took me out.
Oh, so join the
Oh
Discord. Join
right.
the Discord.
I don't have Discord either. Isaac sent me a link, but it expired. I didn't see it.
I
You
sent
need
you.
to stop. It
Go ahead, keep talking so I can hit
expired.
more buttons.
Shut up. It expired. You gotta send it to me again, Isaac. You a jerk. Someone take away his soundboard.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is get in the Discord. So,
if I
Send
if
me
I
the
could
link. Mhm.
if I
oh,
could,
Brenda,
Kim, I
Brenda
would.
said,
But
Brenda said, hit it again. Sorry, I had to hit it again for
Yo, Brenda.
Brenda.
Yo.
Stop it.
So, like I was saying, get in the Discord because I really want to start using the Discord. I don't want to use the guy talk chat because the Discord you could put up a bunch of different things. It's the same shit, but I don't want to have to put it in two different places. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to pick like one topic a week and I'm going to see if anybody wants to come up and talk about it, especially if it's controversial or has anything to do with something that people might be interested in. So, because like I said, you have kids, you can add a lot to this conversation because you have children.
Mhm.
Isaac has kids. I don't. So I'm on the outside looking in on this. Y'all have the feeling of having your own child. So you have very, very hands-on experience about how you feel about your kid going to school and leaving you for the day, thinking that they're safe, worrying about if they're gonna make it home okay. Like y'all have that feeling. I don't, not yet. So that's why I say I want to add to the conversation. So I thank you for coming. I'm gonna start throwing stuff in the chat, get in the Discord.
How dare you?
I'm glad that I'm just it's irritating that you're not.
So Kim,
And
where would I send it to you?
Um, Not try to send it through Discord again. I'm just gonna look at it now versus it being sent and I get notification for it.
And your favorite cow.
Yes.
detector determined
Okay, got it. It's You're a jerk. All right.
yes, I
I'ma
am.
head out.
Yeah, we all heading out.
Kim, yeah, we're
But
all
thank you,
heading out.
Kim.
Yes.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Kim.
you. Thank you for
Thanks for
adding to the
having
combo.
me. Bye.
So, so, shout out to Kim for joining us. Don DeMarco for her. Now, shout out to Brenda. But all right, so Isaac, once again, we out of here. But let's hope, uh, let's hope something positive happens, man. Let's hope something positive happens. We will be back next week as always. Isaac, do you have anything before we get the hell up out of here? Do you have anything to send us home with?
Yeah, I'm looking for donations. So Isaac needs a new game to stream donation. It's a foundation that I just started like 2 hours ago. I need a new game, bro. I need a new game to stream. I don't want to keep playing WWE 2K23.
Well, Isaac, put it in the chat or put it in the link or send it to me the link so I can put it in the YouTube and all that when I share it later on. And yeah, so listen, go look at Isaac's link. He needs a new game to stream, so give him some donations so he can find something to stream. Y'all, goddamn it, hit him, give him some coins like this.
Um,
Give him some
there,
coins. Have a good day, Brenda.
there's no
I did too. Go check out my video on YouTube and Facebook right now.
I didn't. Um, I don't really have a donation. I was just kidding, but I really do need to find a way to get money so that I can buy a new game to stream. I really wanted to cop Resident Evil 4 so I could stream that on Twitch, but I don't got it like that. At least not right now.
All right. All right, so help him out. Let's go. Oh, let's go. We start. We're gonna start having a freaking. We are accepting stars. God damn it, we are star eligible. If I'm not mistaken. So we are accepting stars, but we're gonna throw this up on YouTube. We're gonna make sure everything is rocking out. If you want to support the show, support the show. selfie pics. Jesus Christ, don't do that. We out of here. We'll see y'all next Sunday, 11 to 11:30 start time. We're not gonna do these 12 o'clock start times. We're gonna start on time, unless something major happens. And even if that happens, one of us will at least do a short show or something, or try to get somebody else on the panel, because sometimes things happen. But the show must go on. So with that being said, come get some of these feet pics that Isaac is gonna sell.
No,
And
definitely not. Don't even try to put that out there.
Your eyes will definitely
Fatality.
it'll be a wrap for him. So with that being said, we out. So as we play the music to cue us out of here, go check out Isaac, the pretty boy, Puerto Rican Papi Matos. Check out me, RJD, bald and sexy, aka sexual chocolate, aka I gotta shave my head because my head itches. We are out. We're gonna catch y'all next week at 11 to 11:30 start time. We are out. Peace.